Welcome back to another episode of 10 Minutes You'll Never Get Back, starring
G.
and Krishan. Jumping right into our first topic. Will movie theaters make a comeback?
It's a tough one, man. Kind of hurts me to say it. I'm going to movies my whole life, between Kaufman, AMC, and all these different movie theaters. I don't think so, man. I don't think they're going to make a comeback. I think COVID affected some industries so bad that people had to rethink the way they do things. And I think movie theaters fall in that criteria. It's just kind of like, yeah, you can go to a movie theater for the experience, but for that same experience, you could, not the same, but a similar experience you can get at home, paying one of these, network OTT providers like HBO or Netflix or one of whoever it is, Disney. Pay to rent the movie at home, and then you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay for overpriced popcorn or anything like that. And don't get me wrong, there's an experience by going to the movie theaters, especially if you're a younger kid in high school or college or whatever, going on a date or something like that. It's nice to kind of take on that experience, right? But I don't know. I just I feel like the only thing that's really keeping them alive right now are these like Reddit like AMC stock fanboys who just kind of jumped on and kind of like gave them like a second wind, and they kind of hyped them up a little bit, and hopefully they stay, but honestly, I mean, for a father of two kids, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, it's hard to go to the movies anyway to begin with. And if I could just watch them at home, I'm just gonna do that. But Krishan, what do you think?
I'm gonna say no, but they will survive. So I don't think they're gonna make a full-on comeback, but they're gonna need to make some adjustments, and I think that they'll survive. And by they, I mean AMC. Like, I don't mean Regal, Kaufman. You can say throw them out the way, throw them out. The garbage. Okay, like you said, AMC's lucky enough to be propped up in these meme stock investments, right?
Yeah.
So now they got a chance. They got all this money. They can make adjustments. And you know what I go to the theater for? I don't want to go to the theater just for the movie. I go to the theater because they got nice big leather chairs, because I can get a meal while I'm there. I can enjoy it. It's a good experience, right? Every time I go now near us, we have the leather chairs, and the comfort, the food, and if you drink, they got some beautiful beverages. And with that, I think that they'll survive. I don't know if they got to bring arcades back. Okay, I used to like playing it. And, I'm coming at it also from an angle of, like, our age group. And if you're taking, like you said, into account these teens and other demographics, I'm sure that there's enough there for them to carve out a living.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so, but I don't think it'll be like how you said, though.
Do you think they'll survive at all? Or do you think they're just gonna die?
I think they'll survive, but what's good? What's the good of surviving for these for these CEOs and stuff like that?
No, but I mean like it's not just gonna be a theater experience, right?
I think it's gonna be something weird, like, oh, hey, come here, play your Xbox, game, and.
But I've seen that, and that's pretty cool too, right? Like,
Yeah.
they have the fights. I seen that you can watch like the pay-per-views at the theater.
I like the private showing idea.
Right.
I think that might help them. Keep them, because I like that. If I have a group of 10 people and we just want to kind of chill and, we want to watch a movie, but kind of watch it in passing and have drinks and food and stuff, I think that's great.
Or maybe they'll have to just up their standards. And like, I remember when we watched in the Dome, where you're kind of like laid back in the Dome.
The legit IMAX.
Yeah.
At, the Liberty Science Center.
Is that only the IMAX? Is
Yeah.
it, or is it something else? That whole like Dome experience.
I think the theaters they do IMAX as well, but it's like a watered down version.
Okay.
The one we seen at the Liberty Science Center, that's an actual IMAX experience, and I think they have to shoot with a certain camera with it. And because that was crazy.
It was wild.
We saw Dark Knight Rises at Liberty Science Center.
But we were almost laying down looking
Yeah.
up, and when he was jumping out of the plane, it felt like I was falling.
So the way the screen's shaped, it's so it's a dome shaped screen, so it takes up all your peripheral. So you can't
Right.
even. So it seems like you're really in the scene.
It's almost virtual reality.
Yeah. I almost threw up.
You know?
It was crazy. It was weird.
And this is what I mean. They might have to make some adjustments. They'll survive, and I hope they do because I love the movies, man.
Yeah.
It's a good experience. Some things I want to see in theaters. I see them available online, and you're right. That convenience is gonna hurt them. And now you can see how they're hurting because things are simultaneously releasing in HBO or Disney Plus along with that, right?
Yeah.
But there's some things that I see it and I'm like, I don't want to watch it. I want to go to the theater and watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna survive?
Leave it in the comments. Alrighty, guys, coming back with topic number 2. Fan favorite media recommendation, and this week, what are we talking about, Krishan?
This week we're gonna bring to you a family friendly,
For the most part.
yeah, it's a family show. It's all about family. Ozark, okay. Actually, it's about Jason Bateman, laundering money for the Mexican cartel, and it's another one that I'm gonna say is on the tippity top of that binge meter. All right, when you start watching the show, you can't stop. It's very entertaining. Jason Bateman does a great job. He knows how to be serious. He knows how to be funny, right? He can be a little sarcastic, and he's very believable. The acting's very, very well done in there. Even his kids. And so, I don't want to get too into the story, but I very much enjoyed it, and I would say watch it right now. They got a new season coming out in January, so you got a little time to catch up. What do you think about the show, G?
Oh yeah, I agree. And it's very binge worthy, just as Krishan said, and it's surprising how binge worthy it is as slow of a pace as the show moves. There's a lot of kind of like admiring the scene, the cinematography, like kind of like this, this dull blue light in the back, I guess where the Ozarks are. That helps you appreciate the environment. There's a lot of cool characters. It's very, it's slow paced, but there's still a decent amount of action. A lot of great story, great characters. It gets dicey. They throw everything at you, man, and it gets really good. And yeah, Jason Bateman, man, he really surprised me. He always came off as like kind of like a silly, like him trying to provide order in whatever comedic show or movie he's doing. Trying to provide order but never taken seriously. But now it's like he's being taken seriously now, and I think it's awesome, man. And yeah, the cartel's involved, and he's involved with these ranchers, I guess you could say, and he gets himself into some like messy situations, but he's able to calculate his way out, right? So yeah.
I like the maneuvering. I like how they make you root for characters you didn't think you'd be rooting for.
Yeah, very well thought out, man. It's like you have these characters like I would never root for a person like this, but then they make you they make you like characters, man. That's the art of good story writing, and yeah, I would recommend as well.
Let us know what you think. Go watch it if you've seen it. Let us know.
Leave it in the comments.
So guys, topic number 3. It's almost Christmas time, and we got a question. Question about reality, life, and history, and it's a pretty serious question.
Oh yeah.
Did Jesus Christ really exist?
Oh boy.
What do you think, G?
All right. So I think he did, but I think all the stories about him are a little exaggerated.
A little? He's the son of God.
A lot, right? I think there's some truth in the story, but I think there's a lot of, hype around the rest of the story or whatnot. There's back then the record keeping of historical data wasn't that great. It was more like hearsay, and then whoever heard it or whoever thought it happened wrote it down, and then it happened, right? According to how we look at things, how we log things now. So yeah, I don't know. It was weird. I do think he exists, but all these stories, you have the Bible and stuff like that, they get a little exaggerated. although they, a lot of the stories prove very valid and great points and a lot of life lessons that people can learn and, grasp things and concepts from. I just feel like they're just overblown. I feel like that with almost every religion, right? They have like a prophet or like a messiah or something that does all these crazy things. I'm like, where are the messiahs now? Where are the prophets now? We have the best record of like, data tracking now, and we, or better yet, record tracking now, but we can't do that now, right? So, just find it hard to believe. I do believe he exists, but I don't know. But that, that's my take on it. Krishan, what do you think?
The man, the myth, the legend. I'm gonna say that I believe Jesus Christ, the man, I believe he existed. I mean, let's get this straight. He's the GOAT of goats, right? He's the most influential individual to ever exist. He has people 2,000 years later still believing that he is the son of a magic man in the sky called God. Okay, this is what he says. He said, I'm the son of this magic guy in the sky called God. He created everything, and I am his son, and I am the only one with the true knowledge and authority of how you should be living your life. Okay, that's basically what he said, and he got everybody to believe that still till today. So do I believe that man existed? I hope he did, man, because what a maneuver, right? What a maneuver. This guy is more famous than Jordan. You name it, right? And like you were saying, G touched on historical records. It's a little shaky, right? So the real question we should be asking is outside of the Bible, because I mean it's not fair to look in the Bible, right? To verify the Bible, right? Say, he existed because the Bible said he existed, right? It's like saying the Bible's true because the Bible said it was true. It doesn't make sense. So looking outside of the Bible, what do historians find? And it's just like you said, G, you have things written on a piece of paper. There is a Roman historian of the time called Tacitus who supposedly has the record of Pontius Pilate, who was the governor of Judea, crucifying a man named Jesus Christ. And that's about the extent of what we know about Jesus Christ outside of the Bible.
That's crazy.
So it's like, okay, so there was a man named Jesus Christ. And this man is written about in so many different ways. I do believe the man existed because of that record, even though it's just a piece of paper, whatever, right? It's not like, we got video of Jesus and stuff. I don't believe that this person resurrected. I don't believe that, he was the Son of God. I think that we can really get into the weeds, starting talking about all the specific religious beliefs. I do think the man existed. I have much admiration for this man, for what he has accomplished. Okay, by being
the GOAT.
He's the GOAT of influence. He's the GOAT of influence. I have very much admiration for that fact. But I mean, I don't know. If you convince everyone you're God, you become God, basically, right? So
that's how it is.
It's close enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
What do you guys think?
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, did Jesus Christ exist? Is he real? Is he the true Son of God? I want to know. If you think you can convince us he is, please let us know. Because you need to save us, right? So leave it in the comments. Tell us. Spread the holy word.
Please do. And this is 10 minutes you'll never get back. Peace.
See you next time.
Yeah.